This week, we're home brewing.
You're making an IPA or what?
Yes.
Okay, and
Yep.
this is what you're using.
Yep.
What other sort of grains? What else are you using?
As soon as it hits the boil, we just turn it off, take it off the heat, and that's when we put the
That's when the extract goes in. All right.
Brewed starts right now.
We are in arguably the coolest and best tap room in all of Donahue, Iowa. Right?
Agreed.
Right. This is Bob. Bob is a home brewer of some renown around these parts.
Yes, indeed.
How long have you been home brewing?
I started in 2004, so this will be 20th year.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Well,
Happy
thank you.
anniversary.
Thank you.
We should have brought something. Why didn't we think to bring a gift?
An anniversary gift, that'd have been.
Help me understand why you got into home brewing in the first place.
Well, it was right around 2004. A friend of mine introduced me to craft beer. Up to that time, it was basically Bud Light, and all that. And I guess back then, craft beer was Michelob, but then first started with Boulevard Pale Ale and started doing some reading and bought a kit, set up in my backyard, and snowballed from there.
It's one advantage that we have, being of a certain age, is that we were there when the tide turned.
Yes.
When we started noticing different flavors and different colors and different aromas, like we can say that we were there
Yes.
when everything kind of turned into this wonderful industry that it is now. So you fall in love with, was there a particular beer that you fell in love with, or a style that made the light switch go off?
With Pale Ale.
Yeah.
My first one I was introduced to was Boulevard Pale Ale.
Okay.
And the first one I actually brewed was by Rogue Brewing Company, Dead Guy Ale.
Oh gosh, so good.
So good.
Yeah, still so good. Picturing somebody who has been thinking about maybe getting into home brewing, and they're just waiting for a signal from the universe to do it. This is your signal. You should do this.
You should do this.
You should absolutely start home brewing, but you want to start kind of small. I mean, you want to make sure you're making enough beer for yourself, but also for friends to come over. That's
sure.
a big part.
For sure.
I'm assuming that you've built this tap room, this Chicago Bears tap room, because you seem like the sort of guy, Bob, that likes to entertain and have friends over.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, that's a big part of it for you.
Yep.
When you're making the beer, I'm guessing, you're thinking about, maybe even as you're making the beer, like particular friends that you know that are going to love the style that you're making.
Sure.
You have like a partner in this?
Yep.
Or?
My buddy Brian, we brew here, we brew at his house also, and he unfortunately had to work today.
What
so.
sort of input does Brian have in the beer? In terms of like styles or recipes or?
We pretty much agree on, a lot of times we'll brew 2 batches.
Mm-hmm.
He'll pick one, I'll pick one. And we've actually started to, okay, this was Brian's, this was mine, and then we brew so we can fill 3 fermenters, and then we mix the 2. And some of our better beers have come from collaboration of.
I love the idea of collaboration taking place in a homebrew setting at some guy's house. That's great. If a home brewer or any brewer tells you they've never had anything go wrong, well, they're lying to you, right?
Yep.
Or they're doing something wrong by not, maybe they're making bad beer and they don't know it.
That's probably the best help I got was Rich over at Radical Effects.
Sure.
He helped me a lot in the beginning. First time I took beer over there, I took him a 12-pack of assorted, come back and go, what do you think? And he goes, your beer's terrible, but here's how to fix it.
Isn't that great?
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, thanks for not sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Right.
And then by the time we were done, probably a year or so later, took it back and he goes, you got it.
That's great.
Yep.
What kind of beer are you making today? You just started one this morning, right?
Yep. It's we're using a single hop. It's a Sabro hop. It's a Neo Mexicus. Sort of at the end, you get a little
Neo Mexicus. That sounds like something that you would have seen on the screen during like a Roadrunner cartoon. Like when they would
Pretty
pause.
close. Yep.
What Neo Mexicus? You're talking about the hop variety.
Right. It's close relative to. Can you say marijuana?
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, it's funny because we're filming here in Donahue, and the date is April 20th, and there are people who are celebrating for reasons that aren't beer today. But the hop plant and the cannabis plant are very closely related in the scheme of things,
they
right?
They really are. Yep.
But I mean, you can't smoke Neo Mexicus.
No.
You just get a headache.
Right.
What's the beer that you've made in 20 years that you can't stop thinking about? The beer that when you had it, you thought, holy cow, I've knocked it out of the park.
I'm going to say it's our, and we've got a few left, which we'll sample. We made a 30 gallons of Russian Imperial Stout, and then from Cody Road or Mississippi Distilling Company, they emptied a 90 proof bourbon on Thursday. I picked the barrel up on Friday, and then we filled it on Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
We aged it for 14 months in the barrel.
Oh wow.
And now it's been bottle conditioning for about 3 years.
Oh wow.
It took that long because it was so bourbon forward, but now that it's blended,
Mellows
incredible.
out, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's probably the most unique beer.
Did you say you have beers that we can sample?
Yes. Would you like one?
I think you know that I would.
This is the barrel aged.
This is
stout.
that barrel-aged
Yep.
Russian Imperial.
It's going on 5 years old.
Oh my, I can't believe you're sharing this with me.
It's
Sure. So what am I going to get from this?
a lot of roasted.
Roasted?
Some bourbon.
Oh my gosh.
Some vanilla.
And roasted on a Cody Road.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Because the barrel and parts, you get a lot of vanilla out of
Okay,
it.
right here, this aroma, I want to live with this glass in front of my face for the rest of my life. Just the aroma alone.
Yeah, you can pick up the bourbon, the vanilla. You can all that I just
It's
mentioned,
all there, and it is a medley. Holy cats! Okay.
and it's about 14.2.
Oh my gosh, Bob, that's wonderful.
Thank you. That's
Ooh, it's just the right amount of warmth, and you said roasty. You undersold the roasty.
yeah.
This is a roasty masterpiece.
Yeah, almost every grain we used in besides the base malt. Roasted barley, we used roasted chocolate. Everything was roasted.
Oh my gosh, this is just wonderful.
Well, thank you. That's, say, over the years, that's probably the most unique beer that we've made.
So in 20 years, this is the one that you feel like,
Yep. I mean, we've had some really good beers.
Yeah.
But this was the most unique.
well, it's the greatest tap room in Donahue, that's for sure. And it would be a great tap room really in any location. Bob, just really terrific work on this.
Well, thank you again.
Thanks for showing us the place and keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. You bet we will.
Cheers!
Cheers again.
In a way, you're kind of like a brewer, but for TV.
Yeah, you could say that.
I have said that.
You just said that.